Hopefully you've enjoyed a look at the recent exclusives and the other recent figures that I've had on the channel. As said um, in some of the comments, the light box that I use isn't suitable for a tripod. I did have a larger light box, but I had to downsize and that. And so the light box that I've got at the moment is not the best, but it's just the most affordable that I could get at a quick time frame. So the reviews, they are one take, give or take a couple of pauses and whatnot. It just makes it easier for me because I am doing everything one-handed. So yeah, hopefully the current setup of reviews and things, overviews and things aren't too much of a problem. Anyway, today we are looking at the Ikon collectibles page for our next batch. Now, if you watched the previous video, this is the exact same list of figures from that previous video. It's just, as we always say, a lot of this stuff is pure speculation. And whenever things change on Ikon, I like to let people know, so that way, if they haven't placed their pre-orders and they are scared something's going to sell out, or they're scared something's going to be pulled off the website, Pop Culture's website or something, then they can do that. Now remember, the information here is pretty much for the Australian retail market. Yes, there are a lot of places that do source from Icon, so a lot of the UK gets their stuff from Icon. So yeah, the information isn't just for people in Australia, but it's most relevant for people in Australia. Just to keep that reminder going. Anyway, basically, we had all these figures that said the 30th of June. We knew that was never going to be the case because we had just got that massive batch, and we knew that there was no way they were gonna give us anything on the 30th of June. Anyway, Icon did a whole update where a whole bunch of figures moved to the 30th of August. There were only like 3 or 4 figures that didn't change. Then a couple of them went to September. Now, yesterday, something insane happened. All of the 30th of August figures went back to the 31st of July. Does that mean we're getting a batch this month? Probably. It would make sense because I don't know why they would really have a 8-week, 9-week, 10-week gap between batches when usually there's a comfortable 6. But yeah, no, this is insane. I don't think we've ever had a batch like this off a batch like the last one. So I feel this one is going to hurt a lot of people. Thankfully, though, it is tax season. Maybe your tax will get back to you before this batch comes in and you can comfortably ride it out. But yeah, this is insane. Anyway, let's get rid of the rambling and let's start our list. Black Manta from Aquaman, so 31st July. The Prey Predator. I believe he's been pulled off Pop. I'll double check that at the end of the video if you want to stick around and watch that, but I'm pretty sure you can't pick this guy up at retail anymore. Indie Standard, Luffy, the League of Legends Ash, Soka, Rex, Maul, Stated Maul, Marek, Destroyer, Hera, Magneto, Black Suit Deluxe, Black Suit Standard. Now, this one here I don't think will be there, but our good friend Fives does have the 31st of July. However, Shin did not update. She still has that original placeholder of 30th of July. Look, sometimes they do miss figures, so it's highly possible they've missed her and she could come in. Given the fact that this is the 31st of July, I think they may have jumped the gun on Fives a little bit. Just because if we go back to the release order, we will see Shin released a good week before Fives. Now, that's not unusual for us to get a figure really quick. We got the Diecast Mark II quite quickly. But I don't think we'll see 5s that quickly. If we do, hooray, I guess. But yeah, the fact that there's no Shin update makes me very skeptical that we'll see 5s. Also, the Padawan Ahsoka didn't change, or Scarlet Witch didn't change. Now, Cat Fisto, they're projecting to September. This one did change. It originally had a August date, and then they pushed it back to September. And for whatever reason, they've pushed Solo back to September. Makes sense because he's actually quite recent. Yes, he's 2 weeks. And then, of course, the weirdest one is this Batfleck. He got pushed back to September. I wouldn't be surprised if this is incorrect and he's actually a part of this big batch. But again, I suppose it depends on what Hot Toys is doing production-wise, and if he's actually there or not. But looking at most of these, it means that a lot of these figures are going to be pretty. 4 weeks for Hera is amazing. Yeah, this is our Batfleck, so that's weird that we're getting Hera but not him. 4 weeks for Indy, 4 weeks for Prey, 4 weeks for Magneto. Crazy. 4 weeks for Manta. 8 weeks for Rex. 8 weeks for the Maguire. 8 weeks for Marek. 12 weeks for Ahsoka is a little rough, but again, we do have figures that occasionally get to 16, 18 weeks, which we don't like it when it gets there. Like, look at this, 16 weeks for the Darth Maul. But they're getting much better. We did get these guys about 6 weeks ago now, so yeah, so they were a bit of a wait between Sideshow and Australian retail. But look, they're getting quicker, which is nice. But at the other end of the spectrum, this is a lot of figures to get in one hit. So yeah. So I've got, again, I'm not expecting Shin at all. I'm not expecting 5s at all. So that's 2 that I've got on order there. I do actually have the Manta on order just because he's a DC villain and I like my DC. I didn't get around to ordering the Prey just because there was other things I wanted more. Definitely ordered the Indy. Don't want to miss out on that. I definitely ordered Ahsoka. We ordered Rex. The fact that Rex is sold out is no surprise. He always sells out. And I ordered Marek because I do like my Inquisitors. I did pick a droid Dakar up from Jefferson. I was contemplating on getting his second, but if it's this soon, like that's already 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's already 5 figures. I don't think 6 figures, including the Hera. So I don't think I could add a 7th. That would just be insane. But yeah, guys, that's forecast. If this shipper quantity changes and we've got the inner 1 underneath it, that means that the batch is in and they've started counting it. But again, I'll do another update when this is confirmed. But yeah, just brace your wallets because the batch could be coming sooner than we thought. Anyway, guys, sorry for the rambling at the beginning. Hopefully this information is helpful to you as always, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching once again.